Okay, we're going to get started with Project 3. First of all, download books, save link as, and save them someplace where you won't lose those. I have a folder called CSC 105-205, and I'm going to just go ahead and save those books right there. So after the books are downloaded, we're going to go over to a Word file. First thing we do is we go up to Margins, which is Page Layout, Margins, and we're just going to do moderate margins, which is 1 inch by 0.75, 1 inch by 0.75. And custom, we could set them up manually, but we're just going to choose moderate. After we choose moderate, we're going to start out with a rectangular shape from the Insert menu. So we go Insert, click on Insert, Shapes, and we want to choose a rectangle. And we're going to draw a rectangle with the dimensions of, I'll just make a rectangle here. The dimensions of this rectangle, and to get this to show up here, you have to maybe double click right here. But what we want is the height. We want it at 0.53, just type that in manually, 0.53. The width, we're going to have 5.7. The position is top centered with squared wrapping. So I'm going to change that. So I double click on this. We're going to square this, and the position is top and centered. So you pick top and centered. Shape style on the Format tab. Format tab, and I do shape style. Here's shape style right here. And the shape style is going to be 4 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 over. It's this blue color right here. It's subtle effect blue accent 1, just to make sure it was. Subtle effect blue accent 1, and that's the correct one. All right. Now point on the object and add text. So I right click on this and I add text. And the text is going to be, I go home, we're going to go Calibri, but we're going to go 24 text. And we're going to have it bolded, and we're going to type in here Alexander Lee Samaras. We're going to change the theme design. We're going to change the theme to organic. There it is right there. When we change the theme to organic, it changes the color of this bar to kind of a pale green, and that's what we want right there. Next, we're going to add those books to the left and right side. And we downloaded the books. That's the first thing we did. Go to Insert, Picture, and hopefully I can remember where they're at. 105-205, and there's my books for Chapter 3. And I'm going to have to resize them a little bit. And I want those books to be squared. And there's one book. I could actually copy that, come over to this side. Okay, I'll paste it. I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to take that book, since it's the right side, I'm just going to put the book on the other side. So I got one book on one side, one book on the other side. I want my books, the dimension of my books, I can double click on the edge of the book, and I want them 54 by 57. I double click on the edge of the book. I want to change the color to green accent color 1 dark. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and 1 over. And I can do the same thing for this other one. Change the color 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 1. Next thing I'm going to do with these books is set the color to transparent. So I go back up to color right here, set transparent color, and any place on the edge here, if I just click it, it changes to white. And then I'll do the same thing with this one. I go color, set transparent color, and I click on the outside. So I've got one, or I got one on each side. And this one over here, they actually wanted to flip it horizontally, so we're going to rotate it, and we're going to flip it horizontally. And I click that, now it's flipped horizontal. So basically that's my title, the heading here. And I want to type 540 Cedar Road, Branch Center, Washington. And I actually copied that, so I already have that written right there. And also I want to go up here and center this. Now I'm going to take 2 spaces, and I'm going to insert a symbol. I'm going to insert a symbol, so I hit insert, symbol, and more symbols, and the symbol I want is 2022, and what that is a dot, so that just inserts a dot right there, and you just do that one time. 2 more spaces. After the dot, I put in phone number. The phone number is 873-555-3928. And then I want to put in another dot. And once I did one dot, that same dot should just be there. It's still on the dot. I just insert it again. Close it, 2 more spaces. And I type the word email, samaras@earth.net. Now before I hit enter, I want to put a line underneath this. What I'm going to do is go to the home button and go, and I don't need to go down to borders and shading. I can just put in a bottom border. So I click here and just go to bottom border. And now this is going to be my entire letterhead. So I'm going to do a save as, and this is where I've been saving everything, is in Dropbox, and I've got a folder for 255, and I'm going to save this as the Samaras letterhead, and then hit save. And so I can use this letterhead several times over and over. Anytime I want to make a professional letter, I double click here to get underneath here now, and I'm basically ready to go. So after we save this as Samaras letterhead, we're also going to do a file save as, and this one's going to be in the same place. This is going to be called Samaras thank you letter. So the Samaras letterhead is basically just this part. And Alexander can use this over and over and over, that he can use in several different letters. And the next thing we're going to do now is go ahead and create the Samaras thank you letter in a second video.